Okay, here we'll start. Chapter 1, verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David and king of Israel. Verse 2. Here are proverbs that will help you recognize wisdom and good advice and understand sayings with deep meaning. Verse 3. They can teach you how to live intelligently and how to be honest, just, and fair. Verse 4. They can make an inexperienced person clever and teach young people to be resourceful. Verse 5. These proverbs can even add to the knowledge of the wise and give guidance to the educated. Verse 6. So that they can understand the hidden meanings of proverbs and the problems that the wise raise. This video uses the Good News Translation Bible. The video starts with chapter 10 to chapter 20 from the book of Proverbs with selected verses therein. Okay, here we'll start on the next 10 chapters. Chapter 10, verse 5. A sensible person gathers the crops when they are ready. It is a disgrace to sleep through the time of harvest. Verse 9. Honest people are safe and secure, but the dishonest will be caught. Verse 11. A good person's words are a fountain of life, but the wicked person's words hide a violent nature. Verse 21. A good person's words will benefit many people, but you can kill yourself with stupidity. Verse 25. Storms come and the wicked are blown away, but honest people are always safe. Verse 26. Never get a lazy person to do something for you. He will be as irritating as vinegar on your teeth or smoke in your eyes. Chapter 11, verse 1. The Lord hates people who use dishonest scales. He is happy with honest weights. Verse 4. Riches will do you no good on the day you face death, but honesty can save your life.
Ah, yes! I have so much money and so much time. Now what parcel of land should I buy?
Verse 11. A city becomes great when the righteous give it their blessing, but a city is brought to ruin by the words of the wicked. Verse 12. It is foolish to speak scornfully of others. If you are smart, you will keep quiet. Verse 14. A nation will fall if it has no guidance. Many advisors mean security.
So we have to talk about national security today. And how do we go about making everything safe and secure such as?
Verse 22. Beauty in a woman without good judgment is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. Verse 25. Be generous, and you will be prosperous. Help others, and you will be helped.
Read with me. Let's focus on the lesson, shall we?
Verse 26. People curse someone who hoards grain, waiting for a higher price, but they praise the one who puts it up for sale.
You know, I'm just waiting for a higher price on my grain.
Verse 28. Those who depend on their wealth will fall like the leaves of autumn, but the righteous will prosper like the leaves of summer. Chapter 12, verse 10. Good people take care of their animals, but wicked people are cruel to theirs.
Come, you old donkey. Let's get moving here. Come on, donkey, let's go. What do you see, an angel or something?
Verse 11. A hard-working farmer has plenty to eat. But it is stupid to waste time on useless projects. Verse 18. Thoughtless words can wound as deeply as any sword, but wisely spoken words can heal. Verse 23. Smart people keep quiet about what they know, but stupid people advertise their ignorance. Verse 25. Worry can rob you of happiness, but kind words will cheer you up. Verse 28. Righteousness is the road to life. Wickedness is the road to death. Chapter 13, verse 7. Some people pretend to be rich but have nothing. Others pretend to be poor but own a fortune. Verse 9. The righteous are like a light shining brightly. The wicked are like a lamp flickering out. Verse 11. The more easily you get your wealth, the sooner you will lose it. The harder it is to earn, the more you will have. Verse 14. The teachings of the wise are a fountain of life. They will help you escape when your life is in danger. Verse 23. Unused fields could yield plenty of food for the poor, but unjust people keep them from being farmed. Chapter 14, verse 4. Without any oxen to pull the plow, your barn will be empty, but with them it will be full of grain. Verse 12. What you think is the right road may lead to death. Verse 15. A fool will believe anything. Smart people watch their step.
I thought the sign said smooth path. What a fool I am for not watching my step
17.
like you.
People with a hot temper do foolish things. Wiser people remain calm. Verse 25. A witness saves lives when he tells the truth. When he tells lies, he betrays people. Verse 30. Peace of mind makes the body healthy, but jealousy is like a cancer. Verse 32. Wicked people bring about their own downfall by their evil deeds, but good people are protected by their integrity. Verse 35. Kings are pleased with competent officials, but they punish those who fail them. Chapter 15, verse 4. Kind words bring life, but cruel words crush your spirit. Verse 13. When people are happy, they smile, but when they are sad, they look depressed. Here's my commentary on this verse. Yes, that usually is the case. When happy people are happy, they look happy, but when they are sad, well, then they look sad and or depressed. This sounds more like an observation rather than a proverb, stating the obvious of emotion on someone's face when they are feeling an emotion. Well, anyhow, on to the next verse. Verse 17. Better to eat vegetables with people you love than to eat the finest meat where there is hate. Verse 23. What a joy it is to find just the right word for the right occasion. Verse 25. The Lord will destroy the homes of arrogant men, but he will protect a widow's property. Verse 30. Smiling faces make you happy, and good news makes you feel better. Again, here is some commentary on this. Yes, a smiling face might make you happy, and good news could make you feel better. This proverb rather sounds like another observation that King Solomon had observed at the time. Perhaps a messenger came into the king's palace with good news, and everyone standing around started to smile at the good news, whatever that good news was. Perhaps the news was that his drip, drip, nagging wives went on a vacation. Or maybe he heard the news that the Queen of Sheba was coming to visit, and she did, bringing beautiful gems, a huge amount of spices, more than anyone had ever given before, and about 120 talents of gold, which equals 9,000 pounds of gold, worth over $640 million today at the time this video was created. Who knows, as this single proverb does not elaborate on any further information. Chapter 16, verse 8. It is better to have a little honestly earned than to have a large income dishonestly gained.
But you know, ladies and gents, I may be disgraceful, but a rich kind of disgraceful, as you can see me here, flashing all of my beautiful
Verse
dollar
11.
bills.
The Lord wants weights and measures to be honest, and every sale to be fair. Comment. Here we go again with another of those honest weights and measures verses again. Proverbs speaks a lot about weights and measures, as that was the basis in those days for trading and selling, and still is used in some countries today. Weights were engraved with specified weights into them, and so weights were placed on one metal plate of the scale, while the item to be weighed was placed on the other metal plate. However, it was so easy for a merchant to engrave a phony or false number onto a metal weight. That's why the book speaks so many times about using honest weights and measures. Verse 14. A wise person will try to keep the king happy. If the king becomes angry, someone may die. Here's some commentary on this verse. This would be particularly true reading the book of Daniel. If the king was Nebuchadnezzar, any minor infraction someone could commit or not perform their duties correctly could set this very angry king off in a rage. He would then send the offending individuals off to a furnace 7 times hotter, or unalive someone within minutes. However powerful this king was at the time, his haughty words of, "Look how great Babylon is. I built it as my capital city to display my power and might, my glory and majesty." Daniel 4, verses 30 to 32. And before the words were out of his mouth, he instantly incurred a mental illness called zoanthropy of thinking he was an animal. Specifically an ox, eating grass like an ox, driven from society to live out in the fields and party with the wild animals. Verse 15. The king's favor is like the clouds that bring rain in the springtime. Life is there. Verse 16. It is better, much better, to have wisdom and knowledge than gold and silver. Verse 17. Those who are good travel a road that avoids evil, so watch where you are going. It may save your life. Verse 18. Pride leads to destruction, and arrogance to downfall. Verse 24. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the taste and good for your health. Here is some commentary on honey's health benefits, whether you like to know or not. Honey is good for your health. It contains antioxidants like flavonoids and phenolic acid. Honey has been found to raise adiponectin levels, a hormone that reduces inflammation and improves blood sugar regulation. Honey may help lower blood pressure, improve blood fat levels, regulate your heartbeat, and prevent the death of healthy cells. All factors that can improve your heart function and health. Honey also contains propolis, a compound from the sap of trees that may improve cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Honey has also been used for thousands of years in the treatment of burns and wound healing, as it has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Honey also can work as a cough suppressant and contains polyphenols, which are plant compounds that can aid digestion. Reference healthline.com/nutrition/benefits-of-honey #TOC_title_HDR_4. Honey can also protect brain health and can even help fight certain cancers. Well, we certainly have gotten off on a tangent here. Okay, so let us get away from this honey health information tangent and move on to verse 26. A laborer's appetite makes him work harder because he wants to satisfy his hunger. Verse 31. Long life is the reward of the righteous. Gray hair is a glorious crown. Verse 32. It is better to be patient than powerful. It is better to win control over yourself than over whole cities. Chapter 17. Verse 1. Better to eat a dry crust of bread with peace of mind than have a banquet in a house full of trouble. Verse 2. A shrewd servant will gain authority over a master's worthless son and receive a part of the inheritance. Verse 5. If you make fun of poor people, you insult the God who made them. You will be punished if you take pleasure in someone's misfortune.
Oh, I have so much money to give. Let me see what I can do for you all today. You are all so needy, so I'll be back to help out if I can.
Verse 8. Some people think a bribe works like magic. They believe it can do anything. Verse 12. It is better to meet a mother bear robbed of her cubs than to meet some fool busy with a stupid project. Verse 14. The start of an argument is like the first break in a dam. Stop it before it goes any further. Verse 22. Being cheerful keeps you healthy. It is slow death to be gloomy all the time. Verse 23. Corrupt judges accept secret bribes, and then justice is not done. Verse 24. An intelligent person aims at wise action, but a fool starts off in many directions. Verse 27 to 28. Those who are sure of themselves do not talk all the time. People who stay calm have real insight. Chapter 18, verse 2. A fool does not care whether he understands a thing or not. All he wants to do is show how smart he
I know how to
is.
repair electric cars from video tutorials. It's so easy peasy. Here, can I help repair the car with you? I want to show you a few things.
Verse 4. A person's words can be a source of wisdom, deep as the ocean, fresh as a flowing stream. Verse 8. Gossip is so tasty, how we love to swallow it. Verse 10 to 11. The Lord is like a strong tower where the righteous can go and be safe. 11. Rich people, however, imagine that their wealth protects them like high, strong walls around a city. Verse 14. Your will to live can sustain you when you are sick, but if you lose it, your last hope is gone. Verse 15. Intelligent people are always eager and ready to learn. Verse 16. Do you want to meet an important person? Take a gift, and it will be easy. Verse 18. If two powerful people are opposing each other in court, casting lots can settle the issue. Verse 20 to 21. You will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. 21. What you say can preserve life or destroy it, so you must accept the consequences of your words. Verse 23. When the poor speak, they have to be polite, but when the rich answer, they are rude. Chapter 19, verse 2. Enthusiasm without knowledge is not good. Impatience will get you into trouble.
So I'm over-enthusiastic a bit, and I think I know what I'm doing.
Verse 11. If you are sensible, you will control your temper. When someone wrongs you, it is a great virtue to ignore it. Verse 13. Stupid children can bring their parents to ruin.
Oh no, our Ming Dynasty vase worth $150,000. What are we going to do now? It wasn't insured for the full amount.
A nagging wife is like water going drip, drip, drip. Verse 17. When you give to the poor, it is like lending to the Lord, and the Lord will pay you back. Verse 18. Discipline your children while they are young enough to learn.
Here, I'll show you how. Just take the rags and wipe up the spill. Looks like we're making it worse. How is that possible?
If you don't, you're helping them destroy themselves. Some people are too lazy to put food into their own mouths. Commentary. Oh, sorry, wrong image generation, the baby, of course, doesn't count. Verse 26. An intelligent person aims at wise action, but a fool starts off in many directions. Verse 27 to 28. Those who are sure of themselves do not talk all the time. People who stay calm have real insight. Only a shameful, disgraceful person would mistreat his father or turn his mother away from his home. Verse 29. A conceited fool is sure to get a beating. Chapter 20, verse 1. Drinking too much makes you loud and foolish. It's stupid to get drunk. Verse 4. A farmer too lazy to plow his fields at the right time will have nothing to harvest. Verse 5. A person's thoughts are like water in a deep well, but someone with insight can draw them out. Verse 10. The Lord hates people who use dishonest weights and measures. Commentary. Here we go again with the dishonest weights and measure. There must have been a lot of dishonesty with merchants using dishonest weights and measures back in 10th century BCE or before the Common Era. Verse 12. The Lord has given us eyes to see with and ears to listen with. Verse 14. The customer always complains that the price is too high, but then he goes off and brags about the bargain he got.
Yes, I got the antique clock. It wasn't too expensive. Oh, what a bargain I got.
Verse 15. If you know what you are talking about, you have something more valuable than gold or jewels. Verse 17. What you get by dishonesty, you may enjoy like the finest food, but sooner or later, it will be like a mouthful of sand. Verse 18. Get good advice, and you will succeed. Don't go charging into battle without a plan. Verse 27. The Lord gave us a mind and conscience. We cannot hide from ourselves. Verse 28. A king will remain in power as long as his rule is honest, just, and fair. Verse 29. We admire the strength of youth and respect the gray hair of age. And so finally, that was the last one. And I think I got gray hair just from reading all of those Proverbs. Here's some more commentary if you are interested. I think it is wise to analyze Scripture, take them apart, and put them back together again to think, to question, to analyze. You can take something at face value, but sometimes it's more fun to take things apart once in a while, not to spread disinformation, but to study and analyze the various texts. While it may or may not be wise to use AI imagery, it does take a bit of thought on exactly how to prompt some of these proverbs. But sometimes, just typing in the text verbatim brought up some interesting AI images, which were used in this video.